It's a Pittsburgh Penguins postgame here on Pittsburgh Sports Live and Pittsburgh Hockey Now. Hi, I'm Dan Kingerski. That was easily one of the most physically impressive Penguins performances we've seen in quite some time. Home, road, playoffs, regular season, heck, factor in the preseason as well. Tell you what, let's start with the three takeaways tonight. First of all, the Penguins defense. In the second period, I bet you that Columbus actually won the time of possession battle, but the Penguins defense just made the net Fort Knox. In fact, the Penguins had the better Corsi, the better scoring chances, and the better high danger scoring chances because the Penguins simply locked down their own zone. Columbus created some speed out of their zone, some speed through the neutral zone even, but they couldn't really crack the Penguins scoring zone. The Penguins had just a stick in the lane, a body in the way, and the Penguins actually had the better chances as well in that second period that maybe looked like it was Columbus's period. The overall ratio was about 2-1 for the Penguins. Now, in the third period, the Penguins absolutely suffocated Columbus. It was more than 10 minutes before Columbus had their first shot on goal. Now, bear in mind, Columbus didn't show up flat. They were not playing poorly. This was the emergence of the Penguins' identity. They've been bubbling. They've been pushing towards it. In fact, this is probably our second takeaway from the Penguins' 3-0 win on Thursday night. The Penguins, I think, are just about... they're just about here. They've arrived. They put a hurting on Columbus. Jack Johnson, 7 hits. Eric Branson, 6 hits. And Johnson also blocked 4 more shots. The Penguins defense just put a gold star on them because they were fantastic. Now, the Penguins offense, the Penguins third line, let's make this the third takeaway. The Penguins third line on Thursday night with Nick Bjugstad and Patrick Hornquist. Just go ahead and put those two together and lock it up. Physically imposing. They imposed their will on the Columbus Blue Jackets in a way I don't think I've seen a Penguins line do in a long, long time. Sure, Crosby and company can outskate and dominate their opponents, but I haven't seen a Penguins line take over the wall, take over the scoring zone, take over down low, quite like the Penguins' third line did. If you rewatch games, go to about 7:36 in the third period and watch Patrick Hornquist just knock down 2 Blue Jackets in search of that puck behind the Blue Jackets' net. They own the low zone. You watch Nick Bjugstad now for a few games in a row win the puck battle on the mid-wall, win the puck battle in the corner, and barge to the net. They're not cycling it. They're not looking for an opening for a pretty play or that one-timer or even the tip play. They're winning the puck battle and going to the net. The Penguins now lead the Columbus Blue Jackets by 4 points in the Metro Division. They have a chance to put the stake through Columbus' heart Saturday in Columbus. Another Penguins regulation win would give them a 6-point lead with just 14 games to go. In the NHL, with loser points and the way things work, and quite frankly, the way the Blue Jackets are playing, they've now lost 4 of 6 since the trade deadline. But the way Columbus is going, that would be probably the end of their season unless Montreal regresses down to Columbus and the Blue Jackets can pass them. But the Penguins have to win on Saturday for all of that to become a reality. Having watched what I saw on Thursday night, it's looking like the Penguins are in playoff form. And by the way, rest of the Eastern Conference, look out, because this team is starting to find out what they're good at and do it, and do it a lot. From PPG Paints Arena, I'm Dan Kingerski on Pittsburgh Hockey Now. We'll talk again Friday afternoon with another live Penguins chat. We'll see you then.